This is vlog number 8.
Jimbo-Matic 5000.
Our journey begins here. I was given two options: clean the room myself, or go live in the forest in the hopes that by the time I return, someone will have cleaned it for me. But was I really feeling daring enough to tackle a room as dirty as this? I survived 14 hours of darkness in my shelter, and I documented every hour of it. I've included timestamps right here and in the description, so you can skip to the part you find most interesting. But really, you should sit back, relax, because if you don't want to miss anything, you'll definitely want to watch the whole thing.
We'll just go across the street here and not get hit by a car. Should be easy enough. That was close.
Yeah, so this wooded area here is actually part of a park right by the zoo. As I was by the stream here, I saw a weird guy. So right here is actually the area where I filmed my how to climb a tree with your arms video. You should check that out. So it was 4:27, and it gets dark at 5:23. So I had about an hour to find a spot, and I was just going in circles. I couldn't find a good spot, and it was kind of disorienting. I'd never been there. I found this good log that was just laying down. It was a good space off the ground that I thought I could make a really small little shelter. But soon it got dark, and it made things a lot more difficult.
Alright, so let's see how it looks from all angles. So I have the light from my phone here, and then I have my more powerful light over here. So I'm using it to see where I have a hole. So like, let me see this. Where you see the light shining through, that's how you know there's a hole. This is a terrible idea. This is not working. That's a good sign. So there are no rocks where I am right here, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to make a notch some janky way. Alright, so I found these oyster shells. This is gonna have to work. Alright, let's see if I can find my way back. So I'm going to try and retrace my steps here. I have no idea where I am. So here's the situation. I have lost my shelter with all my stuff, and it's starting to rain, so there's no point of making a fire. Look what I found! My home. And no one even took any of my stuff. I'm gonna try and fall asleep, but inevitably I'm gonna wake up wet, and I'm either going to give up or I'm going to decide that I'm not a quitter. So let's see if my demeanor changes in an hour. So yeah, I'll check back with you as soon as I start to feel uncomfortable. So it's only been about 30 minutes and I'm already starting to get cold. So I'm gonna see if I can warm up this whole inside of my fort here by breathing and rubbing my hands together. I'll get back to you and I'll tell you how that's working. It's like there's a stream nearby and it floods and this whole area is underwater a few times a year. But luckily it's not doing that tonight. I wish I could get my phone working so I could show you the temperature, but it's in the 40s right now, and that's pretty cold. So it's about 10:30. 10:30 p.m. and the sun comes out around 7:10. So let's say it's 10:10. That's 9 hours, so I got another 9 hours. Man, it's gonna be so much fun. It's 11:26. Stupid. I haven't really slept at all. And I'm really cold. But I don't think I'm gonna give up. Hope that was a pretty good angle so you could get a good look at it. Yeah, so man. Yeah, so it's kind of cold in here, so basically what I do is I'll go like this, and then I'll just stop and listen to the rain. But then eventually I'll get cold again, so then I have to do it again. But then I'll get tired and I'll try and sleep, but then I won't be able to sleep because I'm too cold. So then I just keep repeating. But then sometimes it's not my hands that are cold, it's my feet or my legs. So I'll rub my legs like this. And if my nose gets cold, I'll have to go like this. Blow some warm air up to it. Or sometimes I'll just do this. I'll just be like, I'll just go like this. And that's another really good way to help me stay warm. No water coming through. It's raining, but I'm dry, and that is a very good thing. So it's 12:12, and some of you guys are probably starting to wonder at this point, like, why I'm doing this. Why am I out here in the cold and the rain, just suffering on a small YouTube channel with only 67 subscribers? I'm not gonna make any money off this video. I'm not gonna become famous. I'm not gonna go viral. It's not gonna help me get a job. It's not really gonna do anything for me, it seems. But that's not true. And originally I was gonna go into this whole pretentious speech about why I'm out here that make me look good. But I don't want to do that. I want to be honest with you guys. I really value honesty. So I'm going to be really honest about why I'm out here. Other than attention, though, because it's mostly attention. But other than that, And it's kind of complicated. So just imagine you're a deer. What do deer do? They sleep, and then when they're not sleeping, what do? They want to eat, maybe drink, make babies. Maybe they have an itch. But other than that, like, they don't worry about anything. Their life's pretty simple. A deer's not gonna wake up and say, what is my impact going to be on society as a whole? A deer doesn't wake up and say, what am I doing with my life? A deer doesn't wake up and think about how we can help other people. A deer doesn't lament on the mistakes he's made. A deer doesn't feel awkward. A deer doesn't feel ashamed. A deer doesn't feel... A deer doesn't fear the future of what he'll become. But I'm not a deer, and I do fear the future. So, I'm out here. I'm out here shivering in the dark. And when I'm out here shivering, I'm not really worrying about... I can't worry about where I'm going in life, where I have gone. I can't worry about the mistakes I've made. I can't worry about the mistakes I will make. I'm not worrying about my future, because all I can do is shiver. I can't even sleep. I'm not comfortable. I'm not really happy. And as I say that, the rain is starting to drip through. The rain is starting to drip through my fort here. And I lost my train of thought. And that, oh, there, the train back on the tracks. So, no, it's off again. Give me a sec. Oh yeah. It's nice. It's almost... it's nice not to have to worry about things you normally worry about. Because normally I have food and I have warmth. And I give myself the unfortunate opportunity to question myself, to doubt myself, and just to fill myself with all these negative emotions. But out here, I can't. There's just... You can't have a negative attitude when you're trying to survive, because there's only room for survival. So, in a weird sense, it's nice to be out here. It's nice to be away from the opportunity to get stuck in my head with all this nonsense. Oh, what am I doing? Am I gonna become a meteorologist? Am I gonna become a movie director? Am I gonna make YouTube my job? None of that exists here. I'm free from it. And it's kind of nice. So it's 1:16 in the morning. Doing pretty good. My hands are not too bad. You can see here, the ground's kind of muddy, but it's not too bad. I mean, I'm really impressed with my fort that I have here. Should really call it a shelter. Forts are for little kids, but I was talking earlier about how some water was getting through, but it was like 1 drop. Like, it's doing pretty good, and it might actually be keeping me warm, because I don't even feel that cold, which is impressive. I mean, my feet are cold, but other than that, like, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just realizing now that I'm halfway through, because sunrise is at like 7. So it's at 1, so what is that? It's 1 right now, 7, that's 6. 6 more hours. Oh man. There's no good way to do this. There's really no good way to do this. Man, if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't yet subscribed, I don't know what's wrong with you. Go do it. Subscribe. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. I'll do anything. So I've been thinking about what this channel needs. And I think it needs a channel trailer. And I was thinking about a song. And this is going to sound really terrible. So that's why I did it in auto-tune. So let's see that. Should life be boring, or should we go exploring? I'm Jimmy Hayden, and here we go. Should life be boring, or should we go exploring? I'm Jimmy Hayden, and here we go. Other college students are doing right now. Huh. Probably the same thing. It is 2:19 in the morning. Those are my feet. Can you see them? Can you see my feet? They're still there, but they're very cold. This is kind of cool to look at. Oh, there's a bug there. See that bug? Is that a mosquito? What is that? You see it in real life, but I don't see it on the camera. Maybe you can see it on your computer. Maybe you're watching. So, I don't know what to say. I guess this is just the point where I guess it's just like I'm just too tired to think of anything to say. But I can't fall asleep, because as soon as I fall asleep, I get cold. So it's kind of getting redundant. So I'm thinking now about this show that I would watch when I was a kid. It was called I Shouldn't Be Alive. And it's a really cool show. It's about these people, real life people, real life scenarios where they'd go into the wilderness and they'd be ill prepared, and then something will go terribly wrong. Like they'd break both their legs, and then they'd just be like miles from civilization, and they'd have to like crawl, and then they'd have to like eat their own leg, and they'd have to do all this really crazy stuff to survive. And I just remember being a kid thinking, man, I want to go on that show. But they don't accept applications. So you can see on the log here, and the log out there, that the water's kind of dripping around them. There's a lot of wetness associated with the locations with the water. I was just thinking about something. Like, what if this whole thing is fake? Like, what if this is all in like a studio, and the rain is fake, and all these logs are fake, like they're just made out of plastic, and like this is like all in a studio, and like it's actually warm out, but it's inside, and like there's secretly like a whole crew of people around me, and this is all just like an elaborate scheme. Another nice thing about being out here is that there's no food. Like, sometimes I realize that when I get sad, I think that I'm hungry, so I just go and eat. It's really bad. It's a really bad habit. I'm just a weird eater. Like, at my college where I go and eat, our little cafeteria thing, like when I go in for breakfast, I always tell myself, like, I'm just gonna get eggs and hash browns, that's all I have. And then there's always like these danishes and these, I don't know, croissants and like all this, what do you call it, just, you know what I mean, like donuts and stuff. I'll have those, and I just can't help myself. I'll have those because they're like on the left on my way to get the eggs and hash browns, and then I tell myself that like I won't eat anymore, but then I have a bowl of cereal. Broccoli Alfredo pizza is some good stuff. Yeah, so it's 3 a.m. which means it's just about time to have a Krabby Patty. Oh wait, I remember what I was gonna say. I found my calculator, and I was doing some calculations, and I figured out that it's really cold out here. So to warm my feet up, I do this thing where it's like I pump a paddle, and I basically just do that for hours, and it kind of warms up my feet by warming up the muscles. So as you can see, it's 3:12, which means exactly 4 hours until sunrise. And so the sun's gonna rise, and then that means a 2-mile walk all the way back to my dorm, and then I'm going to treat myself to a warm shower and a nap. And I think I deserve it. I'm using my phone light here because my light here just died. So, ooh, that's actually not that bad. This actually works pretty well because the other one was too bright, so I had to like turn it at another angle. Hey there. It's just about 4:20. It's been raining. It's just looking at the weather forecast on my phone. It said it's gonna stop raining around 5:30. It's currently 41 degrees. I haven't really been able to sleep, but I've been able to shake my body enough to stay warm. And there's less than 3 hours left until the sun comes up. So I really hope that it does come up. Oh, there we go. It's 5 a.m. We got 2 more hours. So this all kind of been a weird experience. I mean, somehow I like know that I haven't fallen asleep, but I don't think I fell asleep, because then I'd get cold. It's like I think I'm just getting like delirious, but I'm not that miserable. It's surprising. Like, I'm holding my own. Yeah, it's 41 degrees. Yeah, you'd think I'd be more cold. I mean, I'm really cold, but I'm not like dying cold. Everything's wet and muddy. And I'm really looking forward to getting back and taking a warm shower. My only fear, though, is that I'm gonna be so tired that I'm gonna forget something, or that it's gonna get buried under something by accident, and then I'll never find it again. That'd be really bad. Oh yeah, so I was saying before that it's 41 and raining, and by 7 a.m. it's gonna get down to 40, but at least it's gonna stop raining. And sunrise is 7:08. So that means less than 2 hours. That is so soon. Oh man. Man, this whole thing's kind of been a daze. It's weird to think that I've been out here for over 12 hours. Let me think. So I got lost, and then that was like 7:30. So I've been in here since 7:30. I've been in here. What is that? I can't count. I'm too tired to count. I've been in here a while. Like 9 hours I've been in this hole. I really wish something would happen out here, like a Bigfoot, or a zombie, thing. That'd be cool. Or like a werewolf. All would make great content. But unfortunately, none of those things have occurred. Alright, I'm gonna go back to pretending I can sleep. This has been an amazing experience. But it's not quite over yet. Just got another hour. And then I get to go back. Oh, man. I'm just thinking, like, how can I make it more extreme for the next time? Let me know in the comment section what I should do to make it more extreme. I was thinking, like, I could do it like blindfolders or something. So other than this hole right there, where I birthed myself, it looks like she held up pretty good in the rain. A little hole opened up back there. That's not too bad. Overall, I'm quite impressed with this blob of a shelter. Hey.
And there I was, on my way back, after sleeping a night in the rainy forest. And I started thinking, I was proud of myself. I did it. I really did it. I went into it having no idea if I'd succeed. But I really, really did it. Oh my gosh, that's annoying. Oh, wait. My room. So yeah, I was thinking about my room. Had somebody cleaned it? Now you're probably thinking, that's impossible. No one could figure out a way to break into my room and clean it and then leave. But, hear me out. It could happen. So how could it happen? Hear me out. So at home, my mom cleans my room. So, theoretically, my mom could have driven 2.5 hours to my dorm, cleaned it in the middle of the night, then driven back. But now you're thinking, how would she know that my room is dirty? Well, my room's always dirty. So, here we go. The moment of truth. So I stuck my ID card in here. I'm walking inside. Here we go. Here we go. Almost there. Just gotta turn left here. Oop. Gotta stick it in my door again. Oop, it's dark. Let's turn the light on. Ah, nobody cleaned it. So, should I clean it myself? Back to the forest. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe. I'm begging you.